is. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope things are going good for you. Things that's got me on my mind today is I just had breakfast with, hey, sweets, how you doing, hon? Just had breakfast with my daughter this morning. We were discussing a few things and updated her on her uncle. Um, I started to almost break down a little bit when we were discussing things and how bad things are. She asked me how I was holding up, and I just kind of shook my head and says, I don't know. I don't think I'm holding up too big because I've got health issues that I'm fighting myself. But I have to help everybody else. I have to be that strong point, that strong person for them because no one else is able to take care of them. No one else has the strength to do the things that I do. Our great father built one hell of a strong ass person, I tell you. Says, I do not give any more than what you can allow, that you can allow to handle. Right? Well, there comes a time where you break, where you need that break, where you need to sit there and just let all this shit go. My heart rate's been through the roof. PTSD's been through the roof. Health hasn't been all that good, but yet I'm supposed to be taking care of everybody else. I'm supposed to sit there and acknowledge everybody else. But when I need help, they're nowhere to be found. How's that right for someone? How's that right for someone to sit there and knowingly what they're facing is not as important what they're facing? You know, like what I'm going through is not important compared to what they're going through. I'm a strong ass fucker. I'm the baddest motherfucker out here. I may be a badass to a point, but I'm still human. I told a few family members that I need a break. I told them what I was planning on doing. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. Da, 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 da. It's like, fuck you, watch me. Every time I was told I couldn't do something, I did it. Hey, Tattoo brother, how you doing, my brother? Good seeing you again. I got cancer tests coming up. I got heart tests coming up. I got all these things that I need to do, but I can't because I have to push them off because I'm taking care of other people. When I lay down, I can't sleep very long. I can't rest because I'm sitting here having to listen for the phone or I have to listen for my brother. Every time he coughs, every time he squeals, I'm right here because I'm taking care of him. This morning, we took my brother back to the hospital. The only reason why I'm home for is because they transferred him to a different hospital and the ambulance was already full. So I'm waiting for my ride to get up here. Well, you know, we've talked about this many times before, and I've said it before, many times before in my life. Hey, Hardwire brother, how you doing, my friend? Like I said, I went to the restroom this morning, like I always do, and I sat there, heard my brother just laid down, and he was hurting really bad. I didn't go to the restroom until after the paramedics had got here because how bad his heart rate was, how bad he was. His heart rate lowered down to 166, I think it was, after a couple of nitros. And they had to give him sugar because his blood sugar was 49. And everybody wonders why I'm such an asshole for. Everybody wonders where I get my attitude from, why I don't rest, because I'm taking care of everybody else. That's why I said, how much more can I take? How much more? When's my break to come up? And I'm not trying to be egotistical. I'm not trying to be some bad ass fucker, that's uh, a narcissistic bitch, like a few people that I know. Oh, yeah. Tell them you too legit to quit. Yeah, I got. Pardon me. Hey, Motorbum, how you doing, my friend? Good seeing y'all again. Yeah. Well, I know my heart's not doing so good. Hasn't been for the last few days, but actually, I can't rest. I can't take it easy because I'm helping take care of my brother. Our other brother sat there and made him feel like he was a burden. Sat there and told other people how bad it is and all this other shit. I was like, dude, you're our family. We're supposed to take care of each other, not downgrade each other. So I told him he can go fuck himself as far as I was concerned. You know, that's one reason why I tell people I don't have family. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't have blood family. My family is right here. My family, I discuss things with on a daily basis. My family rides twos, sometimes three. I get more support from my biker family than I ever have. You know, I'm going to sit there and take it one day at a time. You know, my daughter sat there and she grabbed a hold of my chin. She pulled me close down to her because she's a short little shit. She sat there and she goes, "Dad, you don't take care of yourself. I'm kicking your ass." It's like, "Get a step ladder, baby girl." And she goes, "Yeah, right. I can kick your high, remember? You taught me." Like, shit, that's right. I forgot I taught you how to fight just like your sister. Oops, my bad. But hey, I'm a brutal fighter. I've fought all my life. I won't give up now. Because I got too many people here in chat and on Discord that make sure that I'm taking care of myself. But I'm taking it one day at a time, the way it should be. You know, and her and I were discussing every time she thinks about tomorrow, she starts getting anxieties real bad. It's like, how do you think I feel? I go, that's why I don't sit there and worry about tomorrow. And I started to. I started worrying about tomorrow. I started worrying about all this other shit, and it just got me higher. And it's not supposed to be that way. Of course, the song American Pie shows up on the radio the day Big Bopper and them died in that plane crash in 1958, I think it was 58, something like that. Frankie Valli, of course, like I said. But I'm getting to my point of breaking. I feel it. But I can't do that until after I take care of my brother. Yep, Buddy Holly. Exactly. That is so true right there. You know, all worrying does is make you miss your blessings. We cannot change things by worrying. So that's why I don't sit there and worry about shit usually. But like I said, when it's thrown on my doorstep because I have no other choice but to do it, I don't have anything else to do because, like I said, it's thrown on my doorstep because no one else wants to take that burden. I'm not going to worry about anything because I take care of things that day. I worry about today, right now, because today is a gift. That's why it's called present. It's now, here. everything in between, when you got up this morning to the time you go to bed, is a gift. Tomorrow is not promised. So why worry about tomorrow? How many times have we sat there and seen many people say, oh, tomorrow we're going to do this, tomorrow we're going to do that, or next week we're going to get together and do this, da, 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 only to be cut short. Hey, Brooke, how you doing, brother? But sorry, bear with me. I'm just trying to get the message. I gotta make sure I check on it because it may be my ride to go to the other hospital where my brother's at. Uh, okay, so it's not about my brother, so it's not important. But I'm the dumb one. I'm the stupid one. Hey, Karen, how you doing, sweetheart? I'm the black sheep of the family, and I wear that title with pride. I was told that I was stupid because of the fact that I told them when I die, I'm not being buried because I don't want some dumbass 100 years later dig me up and move me because they want to build an apartment complex and sit there and say, "Oh, hey, look at what this guy. This is bad. Look at his body. Holy fuck." Yeah, I know. I called Ripley's and sit there and says, "Hey, man, there's something scary outside. You should check it out." They said, "What's that?" It's like this big, huge, bright yellow thing up in the sky. It's got the world acting crazy. They're wearing shorts and flip flops and tank tops, and they're dancing out in the fucking yard. They're gardening. They're laughing. What the fuck? And I go, "Oh, that's just the sun." I was like, "What? What the hell is that?" But I am working on some plans. I'm working on some things so that way I can get things taken care of for my bike and I. Going on a vacation. I have a few places that I am going. It's good seeing you again, Karen. How you been? I forgot one thing, but that's all right. Oh, this is not Dr. Pepper, by the way. It identifies as clear, crisp, clean water. So, anybody asks, this is clean, crisp, cool water. Glad y'all are here. Glad y'all chatting away. You know, Apparently, my brother has the same idea, but he's more scared about his heart than I am because he's trying to work on the future. I've already been through what he's been through, but one difference. Well, I'm still going through it because I still have a bad heart. I still have congestive heart failure. He's got congestive heart failure. He's had surgery. I've had surgery. I'm wondering now if the doctor's going to diagnose him with the other thing that I've got. Hey, Cape Cod, good to seeing you, my brother. How have you been? It's been a long minute since I've seen you. What you do? I didn't even hit that thing. It was like, okay, here we go. But as Hardwire said just a few moments ago, let me bring that back up. You know me, I'm a tough old bird. Right there. Right there. Worrying about what could happen will kill you quicker than anything you could be worried about. That is so true. My brother is scared because he's thinking future. Me, I've got the same heart. Mine's dying. If I don't start taking care of it. Hey, Kitty, how you doing, sweetheart? You know, I'm not worried. I was asked if I was scared. No, not one bit. I was told by a doctor I should be. It's like, why? Will that change anything? Will that make my life any better by me worrying about my heart? No. Okay. So why be scared of something that I cannot control, what I cannot change? I'm already here. I'm already waiting for the news on what's going to happen. Doctor looks at me and goes, "You really aren't scared, are you?" It's like, no. Last time I had a doctor's appointment for my heart, which is last week. Doctor asked me if I was scared. No. Should I be? Yeah, this is your heart. This is something that you need to take care of. It's like, I'm doing the best I can. I'm exercising. I'm eating good. I got the stresses out of the house that was pissing me off more than I care to count. I had severe PTSD breakdowns. No one was here to help me. A few people in chat, a few people in chat is what helped me go through all this shit. Hardwire, Lisa, uh, Kitty, Mike Ball, a few of the others have been there more concerned about me, just the same as I am them. They helped me through so much different shit. It's not even funny. Hey Kim, how you doing, sweetheart? Yes, happy hump day. Yes, today is happy hump day. For the single people, it's Pornhub and Wink Day. But a lot of people seen me go through hell. But one thing they've never seen me do is ever give up. They've never seen me give in, and I won't. That's not my nature. I was told by a psychologist that I was a bulldog. I had the bulldog tenacity. Well, we got you in our prayers, and we're going to make sure the doctor does what's right. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm going to sell my cough to Biden. He's paying $50 billion for rice in China. Hey, Esnes, how you doing, brother? How you doing? We are all human. We are all human. We may be strong to some point, but we are also weak to some point because we have our failure systems. We have our downtimes where we need to focus on ourselves because you cannot go a million miles an hour and expect things to be cool. Hey, Danger, how you doing, my brother? And one of the things I was told when I was younger was you cannot keep slamming your head into the same wall and expect a different outcome. You cannot expect changes to happen if you're not taking care of yourself. And if you don't change the situation, you're still going to be in that same rut. You're still going to be there. You're still going to be in that same damn thing. So, how could you change if you're slamming your head against that same wall? Slamming your head against the wall, did that solve anything? Did that make the situation any better? No. It did not do a damn thing. Yeah. I said, I'm drinking my nice, cool, crisp, clean water. 80s. Yeah, that sounds like me. I feel like I'm about 85, 86. It makes me feel like I'm closer to Black Dragon's age. Oh, damn, that's right. Heimer's coming. Yeah, never mind. Retract that. But, you know, we all need time to break. Hey, Grizz, how you doing, brother? My brother that we always go up to Washington to visit. Well, we moved him down here because he ended up with heart failure, same as I did. He has a couple of heart surgeries, just the same as I did. His wife sat there, and now this one thing that pisses me off. This one thing that pisses me off. His wife, knowing how bad his heart is, kicked him out. So I had to drop everything to go pick his ass up, bring him down here. Ooh, I love good old fashioned root beer. Hell yeah. Yeah, but like I said, he's down here right now, and I'm taking care of because other family members aren't. And I have to be on guard to make sure he's doing all right. I had two heart surgeries. I've got uh, what they said was congestive heart failure with AFib and coronary artery disease. Means that I could go at any given time. So I got to make sure I'm taking care of myself. That's why I keep being asked if I'm scared. That is true. Yep. I Hey, Brokefish. No news is good news. But like I said, we all need that break. You got Kim coming up with surgery. You got a couple other people Yep. That was priceless. That was definitely priceless. You know, like I said, I'm waiting for message to see where he's at so I can go over there to the other hospital. He has one of two choices to go to, so I'm just waiting to see which one he goes to so that way I can get there. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my way back to Grandfather Tree, the tree that I did that short the other day about. I'm going to sit there and do a live next to him. That brought back a whole shitload of memories, a whole hell of a shitload of flashbacks that I didn't know existed. Because most of my childhood is black. I have few memories in between. Yeah, and see, that's one thing that we do is we live on trust. Yeah, I know that one all too well. You know, it's not easy to face. You know, I had one ex throw knives at me because she was pissed off because I caught her in bed with some dude in my house. All right. Well, yeah, I can see that because the iron today, vehicles are made more plastic than iron like they used to. You know, you find a good 80s Chevy truck or Ford truck or Dodge. Now you got some good iron right there. It'll bring your iron back up real good. I've been asking that myself. I was asking that myself. You know, I was never always good with relationships because I'm a hard ass. I'm straightforward, blunt to the point. I don't do the cheating shit. Hey Rick, brother, how you doing, my friend? That's one thing that I don't do is I don't believe in uh howdy quick. Welcome on in. You know, like I said, I've always been straightforward. I've always been blunt, honest, to the point. All right, what the hell? All right, no brother stuff. So, hey Bill, how you doing? Good seeing you again. You know, I'm old school. I believe in old school ways. I don't part from them mostly. There are some things that just makes no sense. Yeah. You know, we need to find a place that brings us peace, relaxes us, because we are all going through hell. We are all facing some sort of trouble. We're all facing some sort of trauma in our life. We need to sit there and find a place to take a break from, break away from the norm, sit there and just take time for yourself. Because, like I said, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. You, liver, you, nasty. No, no. That shit is nasty. There is only one kind of liver that I actually found out that I liked: bison liver. I think you gotta shave again. But you know, like I said, we're all facing some trauma in our lives. We're all facing some sort of hell, one way or another. That's one reason why I always end my deals, my lives positively, to lift one another up, to help one another, to be there for one another. You never know if that's the last time they're going to see you or you see them. You know, we need to sit there and encourage more people, because there's more people that feel they have no one else. We sit there and we focus on ourselves more than we are other people. Me, I focus on other people instead of myself. I've been told several times that I'm a fool for being that way. So that's all I've ever known. I've only known how to take care of other people. I've always been that person to sit there and put other people first. But hanging out with some of these people I hang out with, I've started to learn how it was to face that and start taking care of myself. I've been doing more of that because of the guidance from others. And I'm thankful to every one of these people that are here in chat. Yeah, see, bison is those big, huge, extreme torpedo cows on crack that you see down in South Dakota, North Dakota, and all that area through there. See, those are bison. Buffalo is what you see looking like a cow, big, huge horns, that you see near the water. Africa, those places, those are buffalo, not what you see in South Dakota, North Dakota. You go through Sturgis, you see those big, huge monstrosity. Hey, Grizz, when you coming down to visit? All right. If I can get things taken care of on my bike, I'll be up there here shortly to visit you as well. Get me a great change of pace and all that stuff. Okay, I'm going to do something real quick and. All right. See, this is a bison. This is what a bison looks like. There you go. See, that's my favorite food. If I was to ever eat liver, that would be the one that I eat because it's the cleanest, it's the healthiest. And I can't stand liver. That's just nasty. Well, and in fact, I do have some. I do have about 2 pounds of bison meat that I'm going to make into a deal. If I could get all the stuff I will do a live on me cooking a traditional Native American meal with it. Because I love to cook. I always loved it. Grandma taught me how to cook, showed me how to be a better person in that aspect. Because she had one rule. If you're going to be with a lady, you're going to expect her how to cook. Even though it's a lady's job, it's the lady's place to be in the kitchen, to cook and stuff like that for her man. But she also needs to know that you can cook for her as well, because you are to spoil her. You're to take care of her just as much as she takes care of you. It's an equal balance between both. It is not just because, hey, I'm the man, I'm the head household. No. I may be the man, but the lady, she gets spoiled. The way it should be. But yeah, not sure what's going on yet, so I'm gonna end this so I can make a few phone calls. And you got me on Discord. I'll hit y'all up and let you guys know what's going on with it. Um, Hope to see you guys soon. Love y'all. I'm going to do a live tonight if I can, if I get home. If I'm not staying there with my brother. But like I said, I'll keep y'all posted. If you guys care how things are going and worrying about me, just the same as I worry about y'all. Every day I see you guys posting shit, going live. Like Hardwired. He does some good work. You got Biker News Canada. He does some great videos. Hook up to him. SNS, D-Wit, Grizz, Evil Rick. They all got good things. Kitty. We're family here. We treat each other with family and we take care of each other. We don't accept trolls because we attack them at full force and at our own discretion. So if you go onto one of these channels and you start attacking them, for warning, we come back with vengeance because we attack you to the fullest extent of our lawlessness. Ha ha ha. We are brutal. And as some of you guys have found out, I'm very brutal. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care what pronoun you think you're using for the day. Because I am as I am. Accept me for who I am, or leave me the fuck alone. Those are your only two choices. I accept for you, or I leave you for you. Just how it is. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you. Unaffiliated is live. If you can post the link, anyone that's going live tonight, let us know. Post it in the chat thingamajigger. Look them all up. Unaffiliated, Jamin, Rob, what the fuck's his name? Dark Shadows, and them. They do an awesome job. They are hilarious as hell. They do awesome work. Like I said, for those that are going live, let us know. Okay, SNS is doing it. And I still haven't figured this thing out and how to do all that stuff from this section. So that's one reason why I'm glad I got the mods forwards, because they helped me out. But I'm definitely going to end this so I can make a few phone calls, find out where my brother is, if he's moved yet finally, or if he's in the hospital getting operated on, or what. So we got you guys. Thank you for coming in, enjoying the day. Make sure you hit that like button, and comment whether you like it or not. If you hated it, that I'm a asshole, whatever, I don't care. You post it too. If you don't like me, post it, write it down. Tell me who you are. I'll just laugh at you anyway. But you could still write it. All right, thank you, Kitty. You guys got me on Discord. You can hit me up at any time. It's always on, it's always available. It's just off because I got tired of some of the nastiest phone calls, well, Discord calls about shit that I'm not even involved in. I told him, I was like, you do not want me in the middle of your shit. Because if I'm in the middle of your shit, then, it ain't going to end well with you guys, because I am not a nice person. Thank you, brother. You're always in mine as well. But like I said, be kind to one another, help one another out, lift one another up. Because you never know if that's the last time you're going to see them or they're going to see you. Make a person laugh. You're walking down the street, say, hey, how you doing? That person may not acknowledge you like you'd want them to. They go, nod their head or, okay, and then they'll keep walking. You started that seed for that person. Because you just now made that domino effect. That person's life just changed because you said, how are you doing? Now, that ball is rolling. That person's going to do that same exact thing the next time they turn around. They're going to walk to the store. They're going to see someone. Hey, how you doing? It's going to blow them away. It's a domino effect. And I hear time and time again, I'm just one person. So behind closed doors, people out there are themselves. They feel glad, they do this, da da da. But when they're out that door and they're in public, they forget who they are. Slicker and two eels fighting on the doorknob. Because they get tunnel vision, they forget who they are. They forget how bad their emotions are. They forget the strengths they have because society has taken them down. Don't let anybody take you down to their level. They're miserable because they hate themselves. Don't hate yourself for someone else's stupidity or carelessness. Misery loves company, so they're going to do what they can to tear you down. That's why I laugh at these trolls for. I've had people show up at my doorstep for other people because they're too chicken shit to come face me face to face. I've had actual people coming at my doorstep threatening to kill me. I just laughed at them. I got more people online threatening to kill me every freaking day because they hate me. It does not bother me a bit. I don't lose sleep because I don't focus on those that hate me. I focus on the ones that like me, care for me. I don't have time in my day. I told this idiot sat there and he's been trying to get my goat for a long while. He's a fake little bitch. Everything he says he's done has all been proven to be a lie. He sat there and he goes, "Yeah, it's good that you're trolling me, da da da." And I was like, dude, I don't care for you enough to troll you. I don't like you enough to troll you. I don't even have the ability to remember your name. That's how little I care. I go, your problem is the fact that you're hitting lie after lie after lie, and we keep telling you the truth after truth after truth. And there are people that cannot handle it. I love it. See, I don't take the time to invest in those that hate me. If I did, I would be miserable as they are. I choose peace. And we all should choose peace. We all should sit there and pick our battles. You know, that's one thing I've always been told. You've got to pick your battles. Stand up for what you believe is right, even if you feel you're standing alone. Because with you standing alone, someone's going to see that. And you're not giving in to pressure. You're not giving in to the false hopeness. You're standing for what you believe in. Someone else can stand next to you. And then someone else can stand next to that person. And so forth. Because now your strength is guiding them. Your fierceness, stand up for what's right, for what you believe in, is now shadowing the shit before. It don't matter what cut you've got on, whether you're a diamond club, whether you're a mom and pop riding club, whether you're unaffiliated. We've got several brothers that I'm glad that I call brothers that are unaffiliated. In fact, they have a live coming up later on tonight. And you got Diamond Effects tonight as well with Mike Ball as well. So check out those two channels as well. They do great stories on Wednesdays. So do show up because the things that they teach you, that they share, and everybody in chat shares with does help. So Diamond Effect tonight, Mike Ball tonight with them. Like I said, be nice, be respectful. Respect goes a long way. If you're a troll, we take care of you quick. We love trolls in our biker community. All right, I gotta go, guys. That is the deals. They are transferred to him, so I will keep y'all posted. I'm hoping that I will be able to be in listening range of the shows tonight from the affiliated and with Jamin, Rob, uh, Dark Souls, all everybody there. Evil Rick is one of them that'll be there with them. He's always in chat. He's a great brother of mine as well. So show some love, show some support for these people. Be respectful as always. But like I said, it don't matter what you ride. As a matter of fact, that you're out there riding. I will not accept those freaking snowmobiles with birth defects. I will shoot those fuckers clean out of the air if I see those fuckers. Those things are dangerous, nasty. Snowmobiles with birth defect. That's all they'll ever be. It don't matter what branch of service you're going to be in, was in, or are in. Navy, Marine, Air Force, Coast Guard, National Guard, Army, hoorah. You got our support 100% here. This is your channel. Always will be your channel. Voice of victory. This is our freedom channel. Fuck those censored bitches. This channel will never be censored. That means that I'd be controlled, and I'm not. So with that being said, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll try to be tonight, and I'll have open panel discussion. Hit me up in Discord after all the lives, of course, after the unaffiliated, after Mike Ball and the Diamond Effect. When they're done, then we'll go live if I'm able to. But look at for Discord. I'll hit you guys up. Hoorah! Y'all be safe. Love one another. Help one another out. Lift one another up. Encourage one another.